Well, it's official. DoorDash is, quote, announcing new earnings modes, ways to maximize earnings potential, and increased peace of mind for you, the Dasher. But between you and me, is this actually going to mean more money for you? There's new things I haven't seen before in this announcement. Let's try to answer that question. Now, I say it's official because DoorDash is announcing two new kind of modes as a Dasher. There's earn by time and earn per offer. Now, shown here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, here's the thing. We've seen this here in Pittsburgh since September of 2022. So maybe smaller or medium-sized markets have been piloting this, but I know for a fact there's been some markets that have not seen earn by time. So this truly is new for some markets. So when you're driving on earn by time, you're guaranteed an amount per hour. Pretty sweet. Kind of like Amazon Flex. They guarantee pay per hour, but unlike Flex, this is only for active time. I know there's somewhat different platforms. Okay, hear me out. But it's just active time. So when you accept an order until the moment you complete that delivery, nothing for when you're just sitting there online waiting for an order. But when we first saw earn by time, again, that active hourly guarantee, it was in September, $12.25 per hour. Plus tips, of course. Then, not long after, it was increased to $13.50. It's actually in that gray, that kind of green is a hourly peak pay. We could talk about that. But anyway, in April of this year, in 2023, it was increased, that base hourly rate, it was increased again, this time to $16.50. But understandably, not everyone's a fan of this new active hourly earnings guarantee, the earn by time here. Let's look at this article from TechCrunch and get some more words on this. So the article's talking about how DoorDash is testing this hourly pay model, and they've been accused of attempting to use the base of hourly pay to incentivize workers to accept less desirable orders than they normally reject for the low base pay. Again, that's via TechCrunch. So think of that. If you do that earn by time, by the way, we haven't mentioned you can only decline once per hour. So if you can only decline once per hour, and if you're in any kind of busy marketplace, you're going to get order after order, then that kind of makes sense, right? We're just talking anecdotally here, DoorDash, but if you can only decline once, they can kind of send you whatever they want, including really bad offers, and you pretty much have to accept them. I'll put it frankly, the $4 payout order with no customer tip for 3 miles that you'd probably clearly decline if you don't know the basics. We have a whole course on delivery platforms, food delivery, mastering delivery at yourdrivermike.com. Learn the basics first. But that clear decline now turns into a, I have to accept because I can only decline once. Continuing in that article, they state Dashers who accept more orders will likely see a higher hourly rate than those who do not. But some of these companies are known for rewarding workers who accept trips consistently, and they have been accused of punishing workers who don't. Again, words from TechCrunch there, but I can immediately think of the consecutive streak bonus with Uber Eats rewarding you for literally just accepting orders there and giving you a little bit of pay. But is there a thing, and you'll have to comment down below, of do you get punished by not accepting orders? There's been nothing in writing, nothing on these company support pages. As an independent contractor, you are allowed to decline. You can have like a 0.1% acceptance rate as long as you truly intend to do business. But is there something there as far as punishing drivers if you're not accepting orders? Something that was included in this official announcement that was just last week. Remember, they said 2 new earnings modes. Well, it's earn per offer, which is also included. Earn per offer is nothing new. I'm not really sure why that's included in this 2 new earnings mode. That's what you're used to, okay? You're going to get 1 offer, maybe a stacked offer, 2 or more assignments for 1 driver, and you make your decision if you want it. Here's the reason, again, you might want to subscribe here because I'm trying to connect the dots for you, is it's always been like that. Like I get an offer, maybe a stacked offer, but now beta testing still, at least at the time of filming this video in some marketplaces, the new Dasher rewards program, the tiered program, the silver, gold, and platinum, that some of maybe the best offers, the highest paying offers, are behind an acceptance rates criteria. What I'm saying is the markets, and I'm betting we're going to see more and more markets under this tiered program, that yes, earn per offer has always been a thing, basically, but some of the highest paying offers, that priority goes to the platinum dashers with the 70% acceptance rate, 95% completion rate, and then gold dashers, and then silver dashers, and then dashers that aren't accepted at least 50% of orders. So while earn by offer is certainly not new, that's how the platform has always been, it's kinda gonna be new as far as strategy once that tiered program hits your market. Other new features announced is a dash along the way. So if I want to dash in market subsection B, you know how your marketplace is broken up into different segments, that I can just click dash along the way and they'll send me orders headed to that location. Again, not necessarily new. I don't know. We've had that in Pittsburgh for some time. Now, something that I do think is new. Originally, I didn't think this was new, but apparently, at least per DoorDash, they're saying this is new. Let me know if you've had this in your market for some time. That is finally post-delivery tipping option for the customer. So here's a sequence right now. Here's what it's going to look like on the consumer end. Uber Eats has had this for years. What, like 3 years, maybe 4 years? DoorDash finally, easily letting the customer add a tip. They can still tip beforehand, by the way, just so you know. But now they can add that tip after you make the delivery, which means good customer service and good communication is gonna really mean something now. Hopefully they can add a tip. And I'll tell you, the tipping on food delivery, I think that's higher, at least in my experience, statistically. It's going to be higher than rideshare and some other apps. Lastly, don't leave just yet, because the company actually announced a pretty big cash bonus for some dashers. How big? $10,000. The company says, quote, to thank and celebrate the most loyal dashers, we've given a one-time gift of $10,000. It's a lot. To dashers who joined the DoorDash platform in the early years. How early? They don't say. We don't know. Continuing. They've completed more than 10,000 deliveries lifetime and are still actively earning on the platform today. That's a lot. Can you imagine having $10,000 hit your driver profile basically this week? But who would give $10,000 to drivers? Well, Uber would. They did this stuff back in 2019 with driver appreciation bonuses as Uber was looking to IPO. You can see here there was $100, $500, $1,000, and $10,000 bonuses respectively for each of the corresponding trip tiers. Oh, and that's not it. Actually, Lyft did it first, the competing rideshare company, also in 2019, also when they were looking to IPO. Cash bonus of $10,000 to drivers in good standing who have completed at least 20,000, so a little bit higher than Uber at the time, 20,000 rides as of February 25th, 2019. And there was a smaller cash bonus of $1,000 for 10,000 rides respectively. I mean, if you did sign up really early in the company's creation, could you have taken any breaks? Like a week is okay, or like a month or a quarter not driving. And I'm still active now, but I do like one dash, I guess, or delivery a month. So what are the criteria there? And is this kind of like, hey, this is just, it looks good, but secretly there's not a lot of dashers that qualify for this. And again, TechCrunch said the company didn't even say how many dashers qualify for this. If you got this, I know of at least one dasher, but if you qualified for the 10,000, let us know. When you signed up, did you take any breaks? Did you get an email about any other info? That I'm curious about as far as how many dashers actually got that.